Verlaira, the Fairy of Beauty, Vashni Venus's origin of evil. In the Forbidden Providence where light doesn't shine, Vashni Venus, mistress of the blackened light, gave orders to her warriors to see how much information about Verlaira the Fairy's journey they could find. When they returned, they told her that Verlaira has been successful in all her ways. Then Vashni Venus was furious, with an iconic gaze. Then Vashni Venus opened her mouth like the ending of days and said,
"Let me tell you something, my creatures of despair, and dare not complain to me saying, 'Oh, life isn't fair.' I don't care. I swear, if you don't hearken to my words, then my punishment for you will be swifter than a flight of birds. Now behold, when Verlaira and I were born, we had a bond that couldn't be torn. However, there was a change, just like the clouds and the weather. She became righteous and highly favored. Me? Let's just say I wasn't their flavor. When time went on, I tried to seize the kingdom, but Verlaira the Fairy was there to stop me and gave them freedom. Well, now I hope she's ready for my true power. For I am on the way to defeat Verlaira, and now this time, I shall win the hour."
It came to pass that as Verlaira the Fairy was flying in mid-air, she saw flames of burning smoke from a forest shooting up to the skies for everyone to glare. Then Verlaira flew down to the flames, and with the clap of her magical wings, the fire was restrained. Then after the fire was put out, she started to flap her wings to fly away, that her mind may be poised, having no doubts. But as soon as she started to fly, behold, Vashni Venus, mistress of the blackened light, appeared, having a smile that radiated like the midnight sky.
"Oh, Verlaira, you have defeated magic genies, you have defeated werewolves. Ha! Come to think of it, you've defeated me. But now your doom is all that you shall see."
"Well, if that is all I shall see, I will have no fear. Your defeat shall be all that you shall hear."
Then Vashni Venus pulled out her sword while running towards Verlaira the Fairy. But Verlaira started shooting magical arrows with her powerful bow that her back carried. But Vashni sliced the arrows with her magical sword, only to gain the victory over Verlaira as her reward. As soon as Vashni leaped in the midair to stab Verlaira with her two hands on the sword, having the sword above her head, Verlaira used her bow and arrow as a shield to protect her body instead. In the middle peephole of the bow, Vashni Venus said,
"Oh, what's wrong? You're the fairy of the righteous throne, but after I defeat you, I will rule your kingdom my way, for my evil shall grow strong."
Verlaira, full of emotions and feelings, felt her soul being touched from what this situation was revealing. But Verlaira closed her eyes and had a flashback memory of Vashni Venus and herself as children, playing in a garden, before Vashni's heart was hardened. In the flashback, the child Verlaira told the child Vashni that she would always protect the land with all her heart. Vashni Venus smiled and said,
"Indeed, you are truly righteous and smart, but I can never be anything like that, for I can tell in my soul it's darkened like a hole."
But Verlaira, smiling, said,
"Then follow my lead."
Then Vashni, looking up at Verlaira, smiling, said,
"Indeed."
Then they hugged and both flew away, having a joyful time together as they spent time together that day. Then Verlaira the Fairy opened her eyes and said,
"Though you are full of darkness, deep in your inner soul there is light. Open your heart and let the good in you shine bright."
Then Verlaira the Fairy forcefully broke free from the sword's pressure of Vashni's sword, filled with confidence that couldn't be ignored. Verlaira shot a magical power blast from her right hand and hit Vashni Venus that she fell to the trees, then onto the ground, for Verlaira was ready to take the crown. Then as Verlaira the Fairy flew right above the head of Vashni Venus, she said,
"Vashni, my sister, go your way, for I am the victor."
"You win for now, but trust me, I shall return, for your kingdom is what I shall earn."
Then with that she vanished, and Verlaira the Fairy went her way to create peace and bring everlasting joy for another day. Verlaira, the Fairy of Beauty, shall return.